Welcome back to our second installment of the 13's Cutting Room Floor, brought to you by Nomad. We're starting off this episode with a bang as we head on over to the Madman's farm on a sit he himself described as one of the best nights he's ever had during Phase 2. I mean, that's saying something. Then we're giving you a little behind the scenes action as we show Mark's side of the story on the night Terry took down Dangerous Calling. And last but certainly not least, we've got one more exciting sit courtesy of Old Man Winter and a harvest with some major camera coverage. You're not going to want to miss a moment.
We are going in on a 5.5-year-old buck. Beautiful, beautiful deer. Pictures this summer have been ridiculous of him. We're hoping that we get lucky and he walks out there tonight. We're certainly in his home range, in my opinion. So, hey, let's go kill a giant. Why not? Going into the season last year, I had one deer on my mind. In fact, we called him the one. So when the weather was right, I was going to take a chance and go in there on him. And we didn't see the target deer, but the evening we had was just too incredible not to share.
Well, we've got several deer. It's hard to see, but we've probably got 25 to 30 deer on this field. It's all total 7 acres of soybeans. But we've got several that have come down here to our green field. We've got pictures of that big 8. It's just amazing how hard it is to see a deer of that age class on their feet, regardless of the phase. This is one of the phases we love the most, and that's why, because they're just very visible during this time period. I love early October. Big old giant deer. Hopefully our target shows up too. It's a massive son. Yeah, he's awesome. They're going to the beans. Massive. Awesome buck, man. We saw that big, wide 9-point. Now this deer here comes right here to the screen tree, maybe. You see him there? He's gonna go get his picture taken, isn't he? Man, what a great encounter. I've hunted this farm now for probably 12 years. I've never seen it this good this early. I mean, literally, there's bucks all around us, does all around us. We got another old mature deer here. He's been at 6-point his whole life. This year, he's kind of got a gnarly rack on his head, but he's like 7 or 8. Like, I've never seen it like this. Like, this is like it's late season. Pretty cool stuff, though.
Not gonna lie, I would kill to have an early October sit like that. Now let's jump back in the blind with Mark on the night Old Man Winter got his opportunity on Dangerous Calling. And the following phone call between the brothers you didn't get to see on 13.
Just getting set up here, just a little after 4. Look up straight north of us. A pair of 2-year-olds walking down through the middle of the draw. They skipped our clover, which I was afraid of tonight.
All right, so Wade and I are in that Omega lift with the penthouse on top of it. Terry's in a muddy bull down there on the bottom. The wind was right. DeerCast said great. You know, light rain falling, and we were having an incredible sit. We didn't get to share it on 13, but it's worth showing here on the cutting room floor. Beautiful footage, perfect weather. dog barking. And then the 2 bucks we caught a glimpse of going that way a while ago just turned around and come running through real quick and stopped right there. So we can only suspect that the dog is somewhere out here in the cornfield.
Up and moving. We've had several deer come past, coming, working up this draw. We're on the right trail, we're in the right place. They're just not giving us much time here in this field, but that's okay. Nice place to be, tucked back into this cover.
Yes?
Well, I have officially quit hunting, and I apologize ahead of time. So sorry. I missed the first shot, low out the front window here. Shot under him, and then he's on his scrape right across from us, hit him low back ham.
Wow.
It's like the worst shot I've ever made.
Terry was down in the bottom some 500, 600, 700 yards away from me, and we stayed in touch to see what each other was seeing. And then when I got that text and that call, we really didn't have it in the show, but the conversation between us brothers might be worth sharing. Enjoy it. We just watched it in slow-mo, and it looks to me like you might have clipped that artery. I know it's not the shot you wanted, but nonetheless, if the end result's there, man, we might be counting our blessings, huh?
My God, you might be right. And just the way he ran off, like, sounded like bad, real bad.
Yeah. I wonder if we should just climb down and come help you.
That's up to you. I don't want to cost you a hunt on a night like tonight.
Oh, I'm not worried about that. I want you to find that deer, man. We felt like it could be a fatal hit, and we just weren't going to give up until we found that giant. You know, it's hits like these that we wanted to bring out within our DeerCast app this year. We did a feature within DeerCast called DeerCast Track, and you can take the icon, move it anywhere on the animal, and then our video library is going to backfill with hits from that same area, how far the deer went, what the blood sign was. All of our experts break it down in 2D, 3D. So it really does put some people on your side and give you some advice in the moments and times that you need them most out there when you're facing a tough track job.
Here he is, danger's calling. We got him tagged, we'll get him out of here and try and tend to him now.
Not the perfect shot, but all's well that ends well. Up next, we're back on doe patrol with Old Man Winter, who's raring to go coming off a dangerous calling.
Well, you know, phase 2 is quickly flying by here, but we have got the evening of all evenings. DeerCast is predicting great movement. We're after some does. You know, it's still early, but we've got pretty good weather, and hopefully everybody has some luck tonight.
All right, still phase 2. Terry's back to Missouri, and he's up to his old tricks with the does. No doe is safe when they walk in front of Terry, especially when he's got a Tacticam rolling.
Well, we are some kind of fired up to have this weather this evening. Cool temps, finally. Sky's clearing, and the barometer's on the rise. DeerCast predicted great movement for this evening. Forrest came in and planted this fairly late. We didn't have much luck with the early planting, but we planted it late, got some rain on it, and it looks pretty doggone good. We're here to harvest a couple of does, so hopefully we'll be able to get that done this evening. That's what greener pastures is all about right there. Watching them get their head down and just maul that biology. I love it. Oh, that's cool. You can see like slobber coming out of his mouth. Oh, no kidding.
brother, one of the things that used to be so frustrating when you were going through a big wallow or a mud hole or something that was belly deep and you were trying to maneuver your way through it was locking it into four-wheel drive or getting that differential locked in. Can-Am has solved that problem.
Absolutely, regardless of the situation, on the fly, you can go from two-wheel drive into four-wheel drive and go right through whatever situation you're in. So it's one of the benefits that I love about my Can-Am, and we use it all the time. Whether you're spraying, you want to keep your speed consistent, whether you're trying to drag a deer out, get to a spot, whatever it is, you can hit that button and you really will not get stuck in this unit. It's incredible.
Talk about user-friendly. This is one feature you don't want to miss.
Done. Hard up, I believe. Done. Well, that's the way it's supposed to work right there. Got a nice doe. And that was what we set out to do, was harvest a doe here this evening. Couldn't have worked out any better. We've had a lot of deer, saw 4 or 5 bucks that were kind of doing their thing here this evening, which was nice. Had to wait for one to get in here close. And finally had one that worked his way in. Well, it could not have worked out any better here in Phase 2 Grinder Pastures. You know, we had one mission in mind, and that was to harvest a doe. And as you can see on the video, the Rage did its job. She ran maybe, I don't know, 35 yards and tipped over in the timber there. So couldn't have worked out any better. And that's what this phase is all about. You know, it's that alternative green food source. And we've got a biologic field here that's just absolutely glorious. It was a late planting, but got some rain on it. It's doing quite well. And they were just mauling it here this evening. So hopefully it'll continue that way here in Phase 2 and then on to Phase 3.
We're adding new videos every week, so make sure to click that subscribe button and check out all of our amazing content. This episode of DoD TV is brought to you by MOTV, where you can enjoy all of our past episodes of 13 for free this week.